Let's go down to Kokomo.
Day 14, Thursday the 29th of October, at sea. There were hardly any guests about when I went for my morning run around the jogging track on deck 13 at 7:45 a.m. This was probably due to the fact that it was A, early, B, very windy and a bit rough, and C, they were on vacation. The strong breeze and the swaying of the ship certainly made my requisite 12 laps a little more challenging than usual. In fact, down the port side, the wind was so fierce that I closely resembled Phoebe in that episode of Friends where Rachel is too embarrassed to run with her as she flails her arms and legs around manically. It was very humid under the partly cloudy sky. I'm not sure if that was the main cause of my profuse sweating, or it was a fear of going crashing into the railings as the track narrows into two S-bends as you round the aft end of the course. I had to put my hands out and grab the rail a number of times to save myself from ending up back at the medical centre. I dashed back downstairs, 10 flights in all, and as Daisy was still asleep because she had a late start, I had to shower and change in the dark. It was quite a feat as the ship rolled and lurched from side to side, sending me flying into the bathroom wall and then nearly out through the shower curtain. I scrambled up to deck 5 and was seated in the lecture room for 8:55 a.m. prompt. Yesterday's security awareness briefing and exam was 3 hours long. 2/3 of the way through, just when I thought it was impossible to remember any new acronyms, SOLAS, MARSEC, SEMS, ISPS, DOS, etc., etc. Security Tom, security officer from Norway, who was hosting the talk, received a call to alert him to an incident that needed his immediate attention. As it was more pressing than teaching a bunch of rookie seafarers jargon, he swiftly headed off, dismissing us in the process. Whoopee! I'm very interested in learning all about the fascinating inner workings of ship life, but after 2 hours and not much sleep, I was flagging badly. We all left the lecture and headed back down to the main I-95 to our respective cabins and workplaces. We looked like a bunch of well-choreographed dancers as we stumbled and sidestepped in time with each other to the beat of the sea. The casino was very quiet all day. I really hate just sitting at an empty game, so I put on my winning smile and was doing my best to entice potential players to my blackjack table. Georgie, a dealer from Macedonia, who must be our leading tip earner as he's very charismatic, and I, had a competition to see who could get a customer first, as we were both sitting staring at empty seats. He got a break before either of us could convince anyone to part with their money, but as I got a game shortly after he left, I'm counting myself as the moral winner. The sea was really quite choppy all day, which might have contributed to our lack of crowd. More than a few of the dealers had to dash off to visit the restrooms, as they say in the States. Thankfully, I felt fine, which was a huge relief, as all I had for breakfast/lunch, 11 a.m, was 2 bowls of bright green flavoured jelly, a glass of mango juice water, and a hot chocolate. I really wouldn't have fancied revisiting that luminous green concoction, especially if I couldn't make it to the facility in time. This evening was Norwegian's White Hot Party, where all the guests are encouraged to wear something white and have a jolly good time. There's some hardy folks among the passengers, still knocking back the liquor despite the rough seas. I don't envy them being drunk, or waking up with a hangover on rough seas. My favourite outfits of the night went to an octogenarian couple. The guy had a white tuxedo jacket on, black shirt and white fedora hat. He looked fabulous. His lady friend had a white and black daisy headband on, teamed with a very flattering black and white dress. Congratulating them on their immaculate style, the gentleman told me that they just got remarried, Captain Holmquist having officiated the ceremony. How awesome! They were such a cool couple. I wish I could have got a photo of the two of them. Every day we have a safety thought of the day. It's usually posted on notice boards around the ship. The other day, for instance, was, "Look sharp, don't get cut." I couldn't find yesterday's phrase displayed anywhere, so I decided to make it my own. Don't wear a skirt and heels for the first time on a rough sea day. Yes, you guessed it. In a bid to look smarter, and earn more tips of course, I donned a more ladylike version of my uniform and teetered precariously around the place, trying not to walk like a transvestite in heels. Another clothes-related failure. I'm currently lying in bed a bit confused as to the actual time this morning, as we gained another hour again last night. And I can't remember if I adjusted my watch before bed or not. Oh well, at least I'll be an hour early for work if it's not the right time. And that's all for day 14. Thanks for listening. Be sure to tune in for day 15's antics tomorrow. Same time, same place. Well, not literally, because this ship never stops. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a day. And if you're enjoying it, like and share it too. Thank you!